Riwi, very cool data play, listed on the OTC as well, RWCRF. Neil, are you there, sir?
Yes, I am, Elliot. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. If you want to turn your video on, you're more than welcome to, but we do see your screen and I'll let you get to it.
Great. Thank you, Elliot. My name is Neil Seeman. Thank you. I'm the founder and CEO of Riwi. Riwi stands for Real-Time Interactive Worldwide Intelligence. We conduct multi-country surveys, digital ad tests and campaigns, and collect a continuous stream of data that can be used for prediction, monitoring, and risk evaluation in any country. We sell customers our data and sometimes plug into data platform companies that resell our data. We make our money through monthly subscriptions and long-term agreements to enterprise clients in the finance sector, the international security sector, and the humanitarian aid sector. All these sectors have really big data gaps that only Riwi can solve, and I'm here to tell you a bit about why. I'll also talk about innovation and growth in our sector in 2020, which is very different than 2019. Slide 2 is our forward-looking caution slide. The curveballs from COVID are important to note. And for us, the main challenge has been meeting our clients where they are, which has meant some interruptions in project starts and receivables. I'm very happy to report our clients have been resilient. In my view, the real Hollywood story of 2020 is the astonishing genius and ingenuity of Dr. Uğur Şahin, CEO of BioNTech, who created the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. Şahin convinced his whole staff, his investors, then Pfizer to switch away from cancer to COVID. The world thought he was completely crazy to say he could get the vaccine approved in 2020. A lot of people I find in the financial media today talk about the pivot, but Şahin kept his eyes on the prize. His technology was the same, his vision was the same. The only thing that pivoted was the disease. A lot about this year for me has been inspired by Dr. Şahin. At Riwi, our systems and technologies can address a diverse range of data problem sets. A significant portion of our revenues this year are COVID related. We worked hard to partner with the right companies that know how to ingest our data sets and sell them to clients who value them around the world. One of these end clients is one of the largest research-focused pharma firms. What Dr. Şahin knows and what we also know is that innovation only matters if you can sell and distribute it widely. This is why we promise to invest in salespeople, partners, and sales-focused marketing this year. We are unwavering in our commitment to intelligent growth. One of the many ways in which our unique data streams are contributing to understanding global recovery now is by tracking vaccine skepticism and uptake. A version of this graph was written up in a report by our client, a major US bank. I've also presented on this with partners at Emory University. The reason so many diverse clients need these types of Riwi social and behavioral conditions data is because Riwi offers differentiated insight into what's called the last mile problem, which is vaccine uptake. The legendary vaccinologist Walter Orenstein, quoted at the top of this slide, has a dictum that states vaccines don't save lives, vaccinations do. And vaccinations, as many have pointed out, move at the speed of trust. Trust changes fast. So imagine if you could quantify trust in public health officials, vaccine distributors, vaccine makers, and do that every day, every minute, in every country. These unique data sets Riwi offers are now being used by epidemiologists in public health and by mathematicians and by economists at multilateral organizations to predict both public health resilience and economic recovery. What's the core customer premise of Riwi? It's that every voice counts. And we know that by measuring what we call quiet voices, going beyond just the people who post strong pro-vax or anti-vax sentiment online, going beyond the people who just answer online panels that come into your email box, you can get at the truth concerning predictions of economic recovery. You can access the broad voices of people whose behaviors and consumer purchase decisions matter to clients in every sector and every country. Things like anonymity and randomization of our global access to quiet voices matters urgently to our clients, all of whom are not satisfied with good enough data, but instead need Riwi data to make critical decisions, like how to target and modify a message campaign to end violence against girls, or how and why to risk adjust the investment portfolio of thousands of clients. So first, our data are more reliable. We are among the only data firms in the world to consistently, every day since September 8th, say with absolute conviction that there would not be a big blue wave in the US 2020 election. That is what we were tasked to investigate for financial clients in 3 continents. We are recognized for discrediting the legacy polling industry for what they're reticent to admit, which is that their tools and instruments to understand voters' changing minds cannot be easily fixed or modeled. Only an accurate machine learning system like Riwi can expunge human bias. Our continuous data offers more insights and can be mashed up with open data sets to understand not only what is happening, but why it's happening. For example, if air travel to one destination is picking up very fast versus another destination, and you can only use Riwi to properly compare travel path future destination trends reliably, then you can make a stronger bet on the underlying assets at some locations or airports versus others. And imagine doing this with a wide variety of asset classes in every country. And data security matters more than ever today. Since we only collect anonymous data, no cyber criminals can re-identify the people who answer our sensitive questions. More business over time is a core marker of success for us. So is profit and cash in the bank. Accretive greater value to all shareholders is what matters. The 2020 economy requires agility. You enjoy agility if you have cash in the bank from operations, profit, and you are dedicated to a winning business strategy, like investing in sales growth initiatives. So that is what we're doing, and that's what we're being celebrated for. Our jobs layoffs data conducted with Cornell University and Westwood Capital, where you see a client testimonial here, was predictive of the fall jobs data in the United States and generated an intense policy debate in Washington, D.C. about the degree to which the enduring labor market grief among some should be alleviated with more government fiscal support. Here on slide 9, you see another Riwi just released study in cooperation with 10 universities and various media outlets and led by the Toronto Star. We embarked on collecting self-reported rates of mental health challenges among university students across North America. It's never been done before. Understanding who's suffering and why and what to do about it with targeted low-cost interventions can help save lives and learn truths we didn't know before. Here on this graph, you see real-time tracking of university students whose self-reported mental health challenges are rising post-COVID to alarming levels. Data neutrality and truth depend on the detection power of your machine. The Riwi machine learns every day and functions based on people stumbling into a Riwi-controlled web domain that is no longer, nor ever was, commercially active. There are hundreds of millions of these domains. They change and rise in number every day on any device. They may arrive at you from broken links to hypertext on financial blogs or media you read. We then geolocate using math tools embedded in the machine. You anonymously choose to respond. The audience is representative, exceptionally diverse, and random as the response data get fed into our database, which can then be adjusted into any data format for easy 24/7 usage by our clients. Since we're now enterprise-grade privacy secure in all countries, we are qualified for contracts that other data collection firms are not. And since we collect data using our proven methodology in random sets of individuals, we've had our data used in EU court cases. We have regular ethics approvals or exemptions at top universities across the world for which we work, and we're leveraged by one G7 central bank and varied government agencies with strong positive performance reviews. So we stopped counting at around 1.6 billion. At least this many people have responded to Riwi surveys or ad tests, providing us some response data of value. We know why they respond. We know the internet makeup of respondents in any country, and we've been doing this long before we fully commercialized in 2017. So for a total of 10 years now. This accumulated knowledge, well beyond our intellectual property that we have patented, has given us market secrets and methods that are always improving to increase our access and precision in different countries and to lower the cost associated with sales over time. Our reach expands as the digital content on the web grows. So on slide 12, in this quote from Peter Thiel, another person who inspires me, is something else that has changed in 2020 in all aspects of the data business that we're in, and I suspect in many other industries as well. So first, in the data sector, we cannot rely on lagging official economic indicators like official unemployment data. High-frequency Riwi data solutions are replacing stale-dated household surveys amongst central banks and at hedge funds. Second, we do need to understand the true state of China's economy now. There's no choice. What the Chinese consumer says and invests in affects US equities and US exports and many aspects of global macro finance, and Riwi tracks these data. Third, data from legacy survey methods like political opinion polling using panels or voter databases are unhelpful or unproductive. I've seen no credible defense of traditional polling after the November elections. Fourth, data anonymity is critical for data transfer, data storage, and data integrity. And fifth, dear to my heart, quiet voices that Riwi uniquely tracks matter more today than ever. So at Riwi, we love profit for all the reasons I've mentioned. By our Q3 quarter end, we had exceeded our revenues for all of 2019. And we continue to note to our investors that our business is best evaluated on an annual basis. And I continue to stress to everyone in our company that this year, even now on December 9th, is far from over. Every new deal signed, every new logo, every sales call, and a relentless focus on sales and sales partnership activity only produces good things. We capture value in ways that serve us through good times and bad, as this year has shown. It's important to think forward and to make a bet on Riwi by evaluating core financial metrics and qualitative metrics. Management reputation and management focus is essential. So what I present here are not only what we have done, but also what we believe in as being important to enduring still greater value. So on fundamentals, we've been profitable in 2018, profitable in 2019, and so far in 2020. It's rare for a technology company. We have a clean balance sheet with no debt, increasing proven and peer-reviewed technology with growing global recognition. Sustainability, that means for us, we have high operating leverage. Over 90% of our business is recurring revenue in nature through subscriptions and long-term agreements. Top tier clients, we have 2 positive performance reviews by the US government, and recently 2 renewals of 3-year agreements cemented just this past summer, one with a major US bank and another with a global multilateral. Optionality of our offerings. So we have patented technology enabling a wide range of agile global data product offerings. We have significant competitive advantages and barriers to entry. And Riwi can blend its data with other data streams to meet new customer needs. Here you find our key corporate information as of today. We've kept our share cap tight. We've raised the right money at the right time. Management and directors are aligned in mission, vision, purpose, and monetarily to assure value gain to all shareholders. So our CFO, Daniel Im, would be happy to connect with participants to make arrangements for further information. Thank you for listening to an overview of the Riwi story and our unique and growing value proposition in the global data marketplace. So for more information, also please visit riwi.com. Thank you.
Neil, thank you so much. And with so much of our business at Benzinga, I mean, being driven by analytics and numbers, I mean, I absolutely love what you're saying. I love that comment too about, the polling, replacing or outperforming the polling. Again, guys, the ticker RIWI, that's Romeo India Whiskey India.